Now needs to reciprocate.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fournette on the counter, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, set, 15, line, 15 line. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, lock it.
Tighten up, tighten up. Switch, switch, switch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 31, check 31.
Check, check. Rock it, rock it.
Crash now.
Let go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Luck. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Check out. Related. Defense. One day. Kill. Referee.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
50, play.
Down to lose one. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
6-6, pull it high.
58, 58, Mike.
Hey, exit.
Watch the slant. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
Bring it, bring it.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
58 for Mike.
Throwing on second down. Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll toss it to Fournette. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got it.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Let's go. Shoot.
61. Match box. Right.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On second down, here's Fournette. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now. 70. Indy.
In your face.
What?
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Get it.
On third down, Austin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And an alley to run. And he'll he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Luck now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Now a first down throw. Luck.
Obviously, this has not been a bad.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There goes it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 12. After you. 11B. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Charlie.
Run. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
The Colts
Here we go.
for the
58.
Throwing his Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Hey!
On second down, it's Austin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Don't let him free. Play on top D.
Ready?
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, echo.
On first down, it's Long. This is caught by Evans. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Luck's pass caught by Funchess, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Locke. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Luck. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Here's Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Pauschko with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go. Let's go.
Set. 8, read.
Watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's get the ball. 59. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, it's Locke. Going up top. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught inside the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. Luck on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
At 58 is the mic. Go, Reggie. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Luck throwing again. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now it's Hines. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big third down play there for the Jags. 59 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Today's final score,
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Jaguars, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they draw.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 20/20 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.